Hello, and welcome to Khyber Shards, a 5th edition actual play show set in the Eberron campaign world. Why am I speaking weirdly? I don't know. Who knows? Anyway.
We've never done this before.
How you always
Right,
talk,
it's entirely new. This episode of Khyber Shards is brought to you by Under Harbor Walking Tours. Experience the wonders of the wetter side of Stormreach. Casey, what happened last time?
Thora had intel on Bilge Rats' warehouse. We scoped it out. Super duper planned really well. Showed up at night. Pog went invisible and dropped in. Esri became a cloud and whooshed away. With help from Ari, of course. And then Shade attacked the person that was stalking Pog and let everyone know that we were there. Ta-da!
Best laid plans, you know?
To be fair, nobody knows that we're there yet. They just know that somebody's there. But
That's fair.
Or that the fart cloud is there. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
And we made it through the entire casting of that spell without someone going that direction. All right.
Do you know how hard it was? All I thought was Rick and Morty when the dude from Flight of the Conchords plays a gaseous character named Fart. The three of you that watch this and understand that reference are going to be happy that I connected those dots.
And nobody on this show. Nobody on this side of the camera.
As usual, I'm not sure, but
They're all
think
missing out.
this is episode 50. Right?
Yes, it is episode 50.
Oh my
Hey!
goodness.
We're still on the
50
air.
episodes?
YouTube hasn't canceled us yet.
Still like playing games with our friends.
Look at us thriving.
Those
this is
of you-
officially one of my longest relationships, you guys.
Those of you that have been watching, thanks for sticking through for almost a year.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's roll initiative.
Oh boy.
18.
20.
Am I rolling initiative?
18. Jinx.
Yes, you should roll initiative just so I know that when your turn is
How far
occurring.
you make it? Every 3 feet.
Well, I'll say they got you to the edge of the
It's
room.
10. It's 10 feet around.
Which will make it.
That's my speed.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Okay, tell me again, Pog, what was yours?
20.
Nice. Esri? I might have lost you. Esri, did you tell me
5.
your initiative? Oh, okay.
18.
Shade. And Ari.
18.
Because Shade and Ari do
Initiative
everything
buddies.
together now.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So, Pog, you're up. You're invisible. There's a guard moving towards you, but you can more or less tell that he can't see you. Oh, let me get your map back.
Okay, so when the ground of the catwalk exploded, it was essentially right under me, right?
Yep. In fact, you look down at your feet and you can see there are some little root fibers that have grasped their way up through the planks.
Okay, but it's still traversable.
Yeah.
It hasn't like blown out the catwalk there. Okay. So then I have to assume the worst, you know? Never take anything for granted when Philip's at the helm here. Okay, so that dude is running straight at me.
Yep, he's running down this side catwalk here, and you're here.
And you said he's armed?
Yeah, he's got a cudgel.
Man, Pog has no idea what is going on. It was not told to him that anything was happening or that there was any reason for anything to happen. I hate to end it, but he sees someone running his direction with a sword. Pog's gonna swing at his chest with Fury's Edge, assuming he's charging him. Pog's not smart enough to think otherwise.
Okay.
Pretty sure it'll
So
work.
you have advantage on this attack because you are invisible.
Mhm.
So the advantage is going to give me a 23.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, that'll hit.
And we're going to hit him with 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And the second attack is going to be just bringing Fury's Edge back from the other direction, right back at his chest again.
Ooh.
You lose
17 will
advantage
also
after the
hit.
first of the attack, right?
Yeah, you
Okay.
become visible.
They become
And
aware of
then-
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's going to take 7 more.
Okay. Yeah. He's running headlong because he's looking to, deal with whatever's hanging off there. So he's not slowed down anything. You take him just straight in the chest as he's running, and he just stumbles sideways and against the railing a little bit before recovering his balance and hefting his cudgel, becoming suddenly aware of you. All right, Shade, it is your turn.
I would like to shoot him with an arrow. Can I?
Who is
The
Who is
one
him?
that Pog just attacked.
Pog.
Yes, you can.
$21.
Yep.
And 9
Yep.
damage.
This poor dude just got...
You know what?
Okay.
Crime life is a dangerous life.
Unpaid intern.
He was just sitting reading Twilight New Moon, and
Verbatim.
now he's crushed.
An
What my mom always said: crime life's a dangerous life.
And I get 2 attacks, so I would like to shoot him again.
You do.
just going.
17.
Man, that was quiet, but that was solid. 17 hits.
4.
It is sufficient. So
End his corpse.
And can I speak? Right?
yeah.
Oh,
so,
sorry. Go ahead.
Yep. So yeah, Pog, you slam in, and he leans against the railing, gets himself up, hefts his cudgel, and then in rapid succession, 2 arrows just sprout from his chest, and he stares at them and then caves backwards onto the catwalk.
Forget about these. Pog? Hello? You have there was a thing under you,
Yep.
and I grabbed it with the vines, but it was under the catwalk, and I don't know what it was.
Yeah, there's somebody caught up in the vines under you.
Okay. Next
Good
time,
job.
try to tell me before you do a thing.
They're very
Just because
new.
it was really scary and...
That's a good note. That's a good note. Yes. My bad.
Okay. I think I hear someone talking over your shoulder. But he's definitely not touching his communicator. Tell Ari to use his own.
Good note. My bad. Over.
So can I look and see if there's anything visible?
Yeah, I mean, you can, just as an off-turn action, you can glance down, and you can see that there is something wrapped up in vines under the
Thank you,
catwalk.
Colin, for introducing the need to touch the communicator into the campaign. That will make it convenient, always.
Entertaining, I think, is the word you were looking for.
Gotcha.
Ari.
My
you're up.
only purpose in being here.
Okay, You said ambiently we could hear the two people out, like, in the little yard talking. Are they still talking? Or no?
Yes. What has happened so far has happened very quickly.
Okay. I think we're still good. So let's just head down if there's no one else in there. Well, check out. Ari's going to hop down through the window.
Okay.
Kind of scan about. And then he is going to approach Pog, but then once he gets to the edge, drop down and try to look and see who this person is.
So the drop down from the window makes full sense as to what you intend, but when you walk over to the edge and say you drop down, what does that mean?
No, like on my belly, like look over the edge. Yeah, not drop down to the first floor.
There is a small humanoid figure entangled in vines, wrestling with them under the catwalk.
Ari connects with their mind telepathically and says, "Who are you?"
The figure freezes for a moment, and then there's no answer.
Come on, don't be like that. I'm not a bad guy.
Still no answer.
It seems like you're in a bad situation. I would like to make sure that you get out of here okay. I can't make that happen unless you meet me halfway.
There's no response.
Okay. Ari says into his communicator, they don't feel like talking. And then Ari will go ahead and drop down to the first floor. I'm assuming it's another 10-foot drop.
Yep.
Okay. And then can I make a perception check to try and get a lay of the land down here?
Sure.
Or, I mean, do I not recognize this person that's tangled up in the vines? Like,
you do
physically? Not. Okay. So yeah, I guess perception check to try and get a lay of the land, see if I can spot anything that might be worth checking out while we're here.
Okay.
7.
7. There's definitely a bunch of boxes and stuff on tables that you can clearly observe.
There appear to be a lot of wares in this house.
Yep. Definitely.
That wasn't worth using these.
That's not
GM.
Sure are.
I cannot use
Yes.
these communicators in my current form. Am I able to receive?
True.
Do I hear any of this, or am I just cut off?
You do hear. Yes, I will say you do hear.
He's gonna be so irritated when he can talk again.
Okay.
And that's Ari's turn?
Yeah, that's
Unless I have more movement, I would head towards the basement, but yeah.
I think you probably have used it. Okay. Esri, you're over the window, and you can see down now. Or you're over the window. You're past the edge of the roof, looking down towards that hatch. And you can see down now that there is a large person leaned against the exterior wall, standing on the hatch. They're just lounging, and you can see that they are smoking a pipe.
Actually,
So,
that's
it's not your turn,
advantageous.
but you can see that.
Dang, smoking.
Okay. Potentially. Okay.
As long as you're not combustible.
So
The man explodes and the wall blows out. End of Ezri's campaign.
End of Ezri's
so
live campaign.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah.
Undesri.
So-
Undedri.
Ari. Yeah,
Yes.
Ari.
Yes.
There's a slight noise behind you. And then
Darkness. As you were
They
to
dive from the downstairs.
21 hits you.
Yes, 21 hits me.
Wow.
Wow that 21 hits me, or wow that the roll
take-
hits?
Take 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Um,
Got stabbed. Oh, sorry. Well, got stabbed.
and take 9 more points of piercing damage.
Boy.
Real bad.
Turning, you see the small form of a halfling who you do now recognize, now that they aren't surrounded in vines, that has appeared behind you.
Hey, friend.
And looking up, you see a look of
Right.
odd lack of recognition.
Yeah. We've met.
And then as a with a pair of daggers, both of which now have some of your blood on them. And she looks up at you and says, you're gonna regret this night. Esri,
Title of my autobiography, friendo.
it's your turn. Okay. So yeah,
Surely you can dash. Yeah.
surely you can dash. I'm gonna say you can dash. 20. Okay. So 20 feet will get you onto the ground, essentially. So you are now a vague shape on the ground. The thing you now see, that the humanoid is very clear to you now, a half ogre. And as you drift down, you see them kind of, and bits of you sort of scatter and then reform every time their hand flaps in front of them. It's like, what? Ugh, what? And they take a couple of steps over to try and get out of you.
Pieces of you.
Ari down on the ground floor, and Shade and Pog up on the catwalk. You hear the other guard that you saw down on the ground floor, Pog, go pelting across the room towards the door.
Come at me.
Woo! Take a dash, but dashes to the door, opens the door, and says, "Intruders!" And the conversation in the yard comes to an end. As for you, would hear that shout. And those of you inside, you see a human figure come through the main door and into the ground floor a ways, but not with enough movement to actually reach any of you. Okay, so it's Pog's turn. And what you can see, Pog, is that a guard just ran in right over here in response to the guard on the ground floor. This is the ground floor. So there's the guard that you knew about already here, and then one of the guards from outside has made it in right here as well. So there's two guys right here, and then just over here, there's Ari bleeding from stab wounds, and the halfling has done the stabbing.
And I can see Ari bleeding from my perch on the catwalk.
I would say that Ari probably reacts to being stabbed with all of the subtlety of a professional soccer player falling over.
Excellent. That's super on brand for Ari. Okay.
I believe he also said it over the communicator.
That's also true. Yes, he communicated the
He did.
stabbing.
I was imagining that him saying, "I've been stabbed twice," was headcanon. That was just table banter. But okay.
He touched the
Then,
He
communicator.
touched the communicator.
He touched the communicator.
I mean,
Then,
that's better
I am
in my
going to
head
try
than Ari
to-
falling to the ground and openly weeping like a soccer player that got breathed on. So,
I'm going to say that it's now been established that both of those have happened. And as Ari is sniveling in the fetal position, I'm going to try to jump down from the catwalk onto the halfling and make that attack.
Goomba stomp like Mario.
Okay, so
Except with a giant axe in my hand.
I will either you can make an athletics check and risk failure, or you can give me one of your inspiration points and I'll just say you do it.
Nope, I'm going to make my athletics check.
All right. Bold he is.
And I'm going to use my inspiration to re-roll it.
Oh right, you have a point of inspiration from before, don't you? Okay.
And that's going to be a 21.
21 will do it. You
Okay.
can make your attack.
So we're going to swing Fury's Edge for a 22.
Yes.
Nice.
We're going to do 12 damage. And are they knocked at all by the is she prone
She's not prone.
or
Yeah. Narratively, she's just sort of barely avoids being cloven in half, and is taken aback by the sudden arrival of Pog on the scene.
Hey, buddy.
then I'm going to do something I've never done before, and I'm going to reach forward to grab her and cast Inflict Wounds.
Whoa. I will let you for an inspiration point, because normally you would that's a spell, and casting a spell cannot
to
be
do that
part
first?
of your attack action. But you give me one of your inspiration points and I'll let you.
Do it, man.
You guys all right with that? Can I use an inspiration?
Do it.
Okay. Inspiration
Yeah, go
spent.
for it.
Oh, and I'm going to push.
Okay. That was an 8 for the
These
viewers
work
at home.
the first time I try to cast you.
18 will do it. Yep, 18 hits. So since we've never seen this, give us some visual of what it looks like when Pog does this.
So I am going to imagine, as this is not something that I'm in charge of in the narrative, that this being something I'm doing for the first time is going to be kind of surprising to Pog. The intention being to grab her and subdue her, but the not mechanic rage, the total rage of Ari bleeding profusely and being in the heat of combat, grabbing and the ability unlocking itself as the necrotic damage of 10 just pulses through his arm and radiates across her neck.
Yeah, you feel all the hairs on your arms stand up, and there's almost Ari as you just barely see the flicker of this ghostly death's head visage cover Pogs for a brief moment as Tielat the halfling shrieks in pain as the necrotic energy pulses into her.
Gross. Ah, what was that?
Rad.
Shade, you're up.
Shade is still above, correct?
Yes, you're still in the window. I think.
And so
Did you jump down?
I-
Yes, you're still in the window.
I have not.
Okay.
At least not that I'm aware of. I may have. Cal and I do one more glance around and then jump down.
Okay.
And then would like to move around.
So you're up here on the catwalk.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then I can't get to Ari. right?
Let's see. You.
I got
dropped-
there in one movement.
You
And
could
have an
jump.
action.
Yeah, you could.
Oh, that would be so in the middle of things. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to get to where Shade can see the guards that enter.
Okay, they're right over here, so you can see them.
And I would like to shoot them with an arrow.
Okay. So 2 guards are standing right here. You're up
One.
on the catwalk, and you may shoot.
For 12?
Hang on. Evens or odds?
Evens.
Okay. The one you are shooting at is not hit by a 12. There's 2
And they're
guards.
not.
There's 2 guards. They have two different ACs, but I didn't ask you which one
Right.
you were shooting at. So
I would like to shoot him again.
okay.
Shoot the other one.
For 13.
13 does not. The guard
That
runs
isn't.
in. The guard who runs in has the guard who was in here already still has a club essentially. The guard who comes in has a drawn longsword, and you see as the arrows come in, you see his face just twitch up towards you, and then he actually sort of shies aside, and the arrows pass behind him and strike the door behind him. And
Awesome.
it is then. Oh, Cal. Cal can act. Unless Cal's going to stay up here with Shay.
Yeah, Cal would stay with me.
Okay.
We haven't moved into Cal range yet.
Fair enough. Ari.
So Pogs jumped down. Ari's kind of freaked out by what he saw there. Halfling is still up, but we have new friends coming in.
Yep.
So Ari is going to trust in Pog's ability to handle the halfling. How cloistered together are the ones coming in through the door?
They're right next to each other. They both come through a door that's only
And did you say
2
there's
squares wide.
Did you say there's a third figure over there as well that walked in?
There are more. You know that there are more people out in the yard, but only
Okay.
2 of them are in here.
Gotcha. Okay. Then Ari is going to. Why not? Let's play the hits. Cast Shatter in between the 2 of them. So
Okay.
need Constitution saving throws from both of them.
All right. So from
I'm never interjecting myself into your fights again.
So the first one has only a 5, and the other one has a 16.
Okay. One of them is going to take. The one that rolled a 16 is going to take half damage.
Okay.
So 3d8. It's going to be 15 damage.
Oof. So there is once again audible to everyone around a very loud crack as these 2 both clasp their heads in agony, and just sort of shy away from each other as if something just exploded between them.
And I'm also going to eschew the use of one of the spells I get from my mark to roll a hit die to recover hit points.
Okay. You may do so.
See, you were bleeding profusely.
Listen. 7 hit
Um,
points. Much better.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ari's mark flares up after having cast Shatter, and the bleeding subsides a little bit as Ari kind of, okay, that feels weird. Okay.
Esri, you see at that sound, the half ogre sort of stands up straight and goes, "Oh, what was that?" And then he takes off running towards the gate and smashes through the gate into the yard.
Are the doors
and
open?
Ari-
Aggressivo.
Ari, you can see a big guy coming running through the yard.
Pog.
I'm finishing your fight over here.
Big fight coming.
Then the other 3 guards that were out in the yard already run into the room.
Okay.
This is a classic all the
So
encounters
stealth
at once
was-
situation.
Stealth was the intention here. Got it.
This
Okay.
is
Yeah.
fine. This is all
Yeah.
fine. This is fine.
So, they
Philip
run
wasn't
in.
lying when he said he was going to hurt our characters.
Seeing all of you, they begin moving. So 2 of them are going to run forward past the 2 that are cringing in pain toward Pog and Ari. One is going to run up and attacks Pog with a hand axe, or I guess a battle axe technically. Oh no, that's the wrong. Yeah.
To me, it's a hand axe.
So he rushes forward and thrusts at you with a spear for 15.
Nope.
All right. Ari, one thrusts at you for a mere 11.
No.
So there's
Whoa.
boxes everywhere, like they're on the other side of boxes, like thrusting at you, trying to get around these tables full of boxes. This is not an ideal space for an orderly combat.
Ezra, if you can hear me, maybe it is time for you to come back.
The third guard runs
Sorry,
in.
wait, Philip. Ezri, if you can hear me, maybe it is time for you to come back.
Ari's just saying everything twice.
Sees Shade shooting from the catwalk and brings up a crossbow and shoots at her for 21.
Oh,
Yes, that hits.
Why am I not? There we go. You take 5 points of piercing damage.
All right.
Then it is Tiolette's turn. So Tiolette has just been massively injured by Pog. She is going to shift around as the other guard runs up, giving her a more advantageous position now that she's got an ally next to you, and she is going to try and stab Pog. For 21.
Yeah.
You take
Very much so.
19 points of damage since she gets to use sneak attack.
Oof.
Ari, I got stabbed
Ah!
really bad.
And then again, she stabs at you for 16.
That's my AC.
Oh, that's the wrong die. Sorry. For 7 more. Okay. Esri.
Ezri gives a slow sigh. Is there a crack in this wall?
Do you want to give me a point of inspiration to say that there is a crack in the wall?
I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, there is a crack in the wall.
So I will move 10 feet
Nice. So you reappear in
and
here.
through that wall, and then drop the spell. Say,
Hey.
in what way was this the plan?
it wasn't. Stuff happens. You know how it goes, man. Getting stabbed.
So there are
What's the most immediate thing that I see?
there are 3 people trying to kill Pog and Ari right here. One of them is the halfling that you chased out of the manor. The other 2 are guards with spears.
Okay. I mean, just sorry. One of the okay, I recognize the halfling, so I am going to use one of my what do we call these shard abilities?
Your dragon
Not
mark.
shard.
You're
Sorry,
using your dragon mark.
Yeah, one of my mark abilities. I'm gonna do infestation on the halfling. I need it to make a con 13 save. Wait, is that right? No, it won't be 13. It'll be 14.
9. Is it 9?
Nice.
If it's not 9, she didn't make it.
Is it 9?
All right. So first, halfling takes 6 points of poison damage,
Oof.
and then I'm going to expend a hit die and try to infect its mind with madness. So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw of 14.
That's better. 17. Sorry.
Okay. Guess that's it.
I would like them to push.
I will. Let's see. That was what is okay. Yeah, this is always confusing. So infestation is a cantrip.
Mhm.
It's an act. Okay, it's an action though. To use.
Yeah.
Okay. And so then I will use communicately on my staff. That's my turn.
Okay. So the guards by the door. One sees Esri materialize and runs over to deal with him. And he is going to swing at Esri with his cudgel for 17.
Yeah, it hits.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And he tries to do it again.
Okay. When he does that, I will use my reaction to use my Halo of Spores ability. I need it to make a Constitution saving throw of 14.
All right. 10.
All right. Takes 3 necrotic damage. And how much damage did I take?
You took 5.
All right.
It's really funny
And then it was doing another thing.
on the D&D Beyond app. When you're rolling as a dungeon master, it automatically rolls it like just to you, and so it says mace damage 5 to self. The other guard that has just run in, or that had just run in and got shattered, looking around at the situation, is going to make a check. Okay. He's going to clamber up onto the catwalk, but it takes his entire... It requires him to dash to clamber up because of the way he rolled, and so now he's up on the catwalk with Shade and Cow. That brings us back around to the beginning of the round, and it's Pog.
Okay, so there are 3 enemies in that little middle area, and then there's one
on Esri right here, and then there's one up on the catwalk, and then there is another guard standing right here that was shooting at Shade with a crossbow.
Now you had said, what is her name? Teola?
Tialet.
She had maneuvered to be side by side with her cohort.
No, she's maneuvered around you, around behind you.
Okay. So then I have her behind, and then a total of 3 enemies ahead of me.
Yes.
The one that stabbed me, stabbed at me, the one that stabbed at Ari, and then the one attacking Ezra.
Yes.
Okay. Would you say that they're in a straight line, roughly 5 feet across from each other?
I
Could I
probably
maybe lean back a little
wouldn't
to get them so?
say that, but I would accept an inspiration point to say that that is what happened, actually. That they did foolishly align themselves in a nice straight line for you.
I'm pretty sure that's what they did.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to spend an inspiration point and cast Agonazar's Scorcher.
Oh.
So they will need to make a Dex saving throw. 11.
Okay, so that's going to be all these guards. So that's gonna be, okay. Dex saving throw of 11. Nope. And yes. And no. Okay, so the one attacking Ari succeeded. The one attacking you and the one attacking Esri did not.
Okay, so the one attacking Ari is going to take half. The others will take 9.
That's actually quite a bit on these guys. Okay, so a line of flame erupts out of your hand down the floor of this very wooden warehouse. So this table in front of you just bursts into flame. Essentially, like as the flames erupt, one of these tables just cracks and boxes fly, and there's now a line of flame flickering across the floor.
Do I get my second attack
You
here?
do not. That is an action.
Okay.
Much like in the, I mean, this was right in Ari's face. You targeted somebody that was actually.
Yeah, it went right
Ari.
past you, hit this guy.
I'm gonna.
Likewise, Esri, this ends. The end of this passes right in front of you, hitting the guy that's attacking you.
I'm gonna roll a wisdom saving throw for Ari.
Fair enough.
Like in the red ring.
Yep. That's
Okay, that's a 2.
cool.
How many times do I have to do this before you're used to it?
Because that's how that works.
Apparently more than 2.
Take him out into the tree grove and let loose.
Burn everything inside.
No,
Burn it?
no, bad idea.
Shade, you're up.
Hey, Philip.
Hey, Shade.
Hazard chamber.
I kind of love the chaos that's happening here.
Do you?
And I was wondering if I do. I was wondering if Cal and I could leap from the catwalk into this and just land each on a soldier.
Most certainly, you could.
Awesome.
So, as with Pog, I will give you the choice between rolling a check using athletics or acrobatics, or just giving me a inspiration token to say that you succeeded.
I am going to just roll acrobatics.
All right.
For 20.
Yes.
Not a natural 20.
So,
I did not cast blind.
Yeah, you cast blind on the
Yeah, I
map.
noticed that. It just went away.
Doesn't have inspiration, so we won't get it back for another turn.
There it goes.
there you go.
Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so you have rolled. What was your result?
Yes.
20.
20. Yeah, that's yeah. You and Cal
Good job saving
leap
the
off
point.
the catwalk just as this guy clambers up onto the catwalk and drop down into
I want to land
the chaos.
on the soldiers.
Okay. Make attacks.
What do I roll for
This is a John Woo film now.
damage
Yep.
for that?
You would roll an attack for Shade and an attack for Cal.
Just any weapon that I wanted to have attacked with?
Any weapon you'd like to use. I would say it'd be difficult to use your bow, but not impossible. I would let for some cinematic coolness to go on.
Some
I
legolas
was
action.
thinking cinematic coolness with my mind staff.
Oh, that's also lots of
That
cinematic
was
coolness.
not the right sound of
That's
my
Yes.
that's the sound it makes. It's like a really unenthusiastic lightsaber.
It's because Shade is just so graceful when jumping down.
Yeah.
It's
Describe what happens here.
23.
Yes, that is.
So she just has it in her hand and she lands on them. And, she's not bopping with her staff here. She's just jabbing it into this person.
How much damage?
That's a great question. I get to roll bludgeoning for that, right?
You can, if you want to be damaging them with the staff itself, so as to be non-lethal, you
Okay.
can. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't have to activate the blade.
5.
All right, so the guard immediately facing Pog goes down in a heap, having been landed on by Shade and bashed over the head with a staff.
Okay, not lame.
So
That's ridiculous.
he's out.
And Cal does the claw attack
Mm-hmm.
because hopefully I get the pounce bonus.
Yep.
That is a 20. Where is it?
It's enough.
Yeah, it's a 24.
Yes,
gonna
that
hit.
certainly is.
So, sorry, I can do math. 6, 7, 8, 9. He attacks for 9.
That guard.
With his claw attack. And he moved at least 20 feet, right? Toward the creature.
Yep.
And did a claw attack on the same turn. So they must now do a strength saving throw.
What if they're dead? Do they still need to make
Then
a
they-
strength
then-
saving throw?
Then
They automatically
they're not
fail
prone.
those.
Yeah.
He's dead flat on
Yeah.
the ground.
I think it's
So,
still prone.
so
dead.
Ari, as
Full
you
dead. Yeah.
cringe back from the fire, a streak of rainbow fur drops and just takes the guard off his feet and bears him to the ground.
Yes.
Worst trip ever.
Shade would then like to
False.
paw bump Cal.
Shade, it behooves me to tell you that you have multi-attack, and there is actually a halfling within reach of your attack that has been stabbing your friends.
I
Very badly.
am so glad that you can keep up with more characters than I can my single one. So, I will hit her with a staff. For 13, I will try to hit her with a staff.
13 will not hit. So
I would like to push that.
All right.
I don't. Is
I
that
don't need my hit points.
you can push.
It's fine.
Yeah. Always. You
enough,
can
Ari?
push.
Come on.
Rude.
Wow.
14 does also not hit.
14.
Uh-oh.
You could double push. Another 6
You could
points
take
of damage
actually
there.
being stabbed to try again.
That's not true, because when she stabs for a lot more than 6.
Yeah.
This would be 6 on top of the 3 she just took. So
Yeah, I want to push that.
All right, do it.
Yeah, we are risking it for the biscuit.
just want to remind everyone that we don't know what's in the basement. We don't know what's in the basement.
Oh no!
Alas.
I have just
Don't
taken
gamble,
damage
kids.
and I did not successfully attack.
It's true.
I just rolled a 13 again.
Oh,
You've now
man.
hit yourself with the staff. Trying so hard.
Landing and saving everybody is a lot of work, okay?
It's
If only you had done the second part.
it's Ari's
I
turn.
know.
Okay. So currently there is Cal, Shade, and Pog right here with me, along with the halfling and
2 corpses.
2 corpses.
And then there's another guard still over here facing Esri,
Yeah.
who looks like he got real messed up. And then a half ogre has just run through these doors. Is just running through these doors right here. And there's a crossbowman here, and then there's a very disappointed guy up on the catwalk.
Okay. Okay. So I think it's fitting. The half ogre has just run in and being making a lot of commotion, I imagine, as he runs in. Ari, the rest of you hear Ari turn and look at the half ogre, and basically, what are you doing here? No, not again. And he's going to attack Falco because that's what he sees in his brain right now. Is Falco running in through the door.
Ooh.
So, don't look like that, Colin. It's interesting.
I'm dying to the halfling that first attacked you, and still is behind
so Ari
me.
pulls out his gun.
Let that be a lesson to you.
Never save Ari again.
And Ari could direct multiple beams with his gun now, but he's going to focus fire on the ogre. So, going to roll an attack.
I really like that you emphasized that you could do what Colin would like you to do.
Does a 6?
16 definitely hits.
You
yes.
gotta stick with the narrative.
Okay, and so, well, yeah, so that's with the first beam. Oh, wait, sorry, crap, I meant to hit the damage.
That also hits.
Okay,
So
10,
10 and
9. So 19 total.
yeah. So yes, your arcane blaster flares and 2 blasts of eldritch energy just slam into this ogre, this half ogre, and he stumbles back. Oh, what?
And Ari screams at him, "I'll kill you," at the top of his lungs.
All right.
Making friends.
I'm just gonna.
And here, I'm gonna. Nope.
Yeah. So this half ogre runs in, and he sees the place is partly on fire, and there are dead people. And then he just gets hit really, really hard for his number of hit points. And he staggers back. Oh, needs help! And he sort of turns and goes running back away.
Oh no.
Eric, you're muted.
Eric's muted, but I bet he's saying something along
Ari
those
gonna
lines
chase?
as
No,
well.
Ari's not going to chase after him. Probably not. We'll see. Ari's
Right.
turn is a ways away.
Well, he was in melee range, right?
No,
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, Ari fired at him with his Eldritch Blaster.
Oh, that's right. He's gun.
I've gone to great lengths never to call that thing a gun, specifically for Eric's benefit. And here it is that Eric,
Oh,
Mr. No Peanut Butter in My Chocolate.
Bang, 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 bang.
The guard facing Esri will shift sideways slightly to not stand in the fire, and then attempt to stab Esri.
And will actually, at the beginning of his turn, needs to make a Constitution 14 saving throw, please.
2? Is it 2? Is that what you said? A DC 2?
I do say 2. 2 necrotic damage.
So actually what he does is he begins to move, and then he goes... and then falls over dead.
Esri loves that.
Okay, so...
Going completely according to plan.
I don't know why everyone else
I
has
was
such trouble
just
with these
thinking
guys.
that.
They just fall over next to
In
me.
my head, from the ogre's, that half ogre's perspective, it was like that Community meme where Troy walks into the apartment and like Pierce is bleeding on the ground, Jeff has a blanket. Yeah. Just,
The halfling.
the halfling.
The halfling is going to first stab Pog.
Makes sense.
You said that so
Does it, though?
casually.
Does it,
So-
though? Does it make sense?
So now she doesn't have an ally next to her anymore, so she can't use sneak attack. So you're going to take 5 points of piercing damage as she slashes at you with one of her daggers. Then another. She stumbles and misses. She's going to use a bonus action to disengage, and she's going to run this way, vault the railing down, and disappear down that staircase.
And that's where we're headed.
How convenient.
Giving no opportunities.
Right, she has as a rogue, she can disengage as a bonus action, so no opportunities. Esri.
How far has the half ogre made it?
I'll say he's at the gate.
All right.
Did my fire blast out that wall?
No.
There,
So I
there was a crack.
can go through the door,
And see the ogre, yes.
and see the ogre without incurring attacks of opportunity.
There is a guy with a crossbow right here. But since he has a crossbow out, he actually can't make an attack of
Yeah.
opportunity against you, so yeah. Yes, you could.
Okay. All right. So I will run out, raise the staff, send some spores his way, say stop, and cast hold person. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw. 14.
Ogres are famous for their wisdom.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping.
Well, he rolled a 17, and -1 is still a 16.
Oh.
And he goes, no! Yeah.
well,
The
did that use all my movement? I think
Um,
so.
you would have about 5 feet of movement left.
That would put me back in melee with the other guy. I guess it doesn't matter.
No.
I don't have an action to use. So I'm good.
That guy, though, is going to take out a cudgel, turn, and
Sure.
swing at you.
Okay, so hold on.
Oop.
I used my reaction, but then it was my turn, so now
So
it's
now you have a new
his
reaction.
turn. So I have my.
Mhm.
All right, so he'll take some necro damage.
Right.
2.
Did he have to make a save for that? He rolled a 20 on his save.
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. He doesn't take it.
Okay. And he rolled a 22 to hit
Forget
you.
that it-
So
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
you take, well, but you only take 3 bludgeoning from the first attack, and then he swings again for 15,
Yep. That hits.
and you take another 4 bludgeoning. So he takes out a cudgel and whacks you with it. And the guard up on the catwalk. Guard up on the catwalk.
Now, Shade, as soon as he gets down, hop back up and.
What does the guard on the catwalk do now?
A game of Fey Panther and Mouse here.
I think he's just going to pass. There's too much going on for him to process right now.
It's a
Yeah.
lot.
Take 6 seconds to breathe and just reflect.
He stares down at the corpses of his men in horror, and at the way that this has obviously gone very, very sideways. And so he's going to turn and run this way, and you lose sight of him. Pog. There's no one around you. There's one guard standing over here by the table, but there is, for the first time in a bit, no one in immediate range of you.
Well, there's still
Yeah.
a guard, though.
He hit me, Pog. Hit me with a stick.
I'm going to that guard and
How weird is
attacking
that?
him. He's he's getting attacked. It's just gonna be a hit with Fury's Edge, though.
Twen-
For,
25 very
25?
much hits him.
or 15 damage.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You may describe the killing of this warehouse guard.
Well, Pog didn't realize how damaged he was, and so with the guy's back to him, Pog charged and went to try to sweep his legs out from under him, and instead just sheared his legs at the kneecap, and he fell down. He's done on the ground.
And how
there.
do you kill
He's just
him?
gonna bleed out for a while.
Rapidly.
Leave him.
Very
Just gonna
rapidly.
leave.
He's
Oh.
dead. He's dead. Yeah, it's done.
We're bad guys.
Are we the baddies?
Philip. Can't. Okay, well. Actually, I'll wait.
So
It's my turn.
he's yep. Okay. Shade.
She doesn't like losing. And
Have you lost?
3 attempts and still missing that halfway.
Oh.
Yes. She doesn't notice anything. She just knows that she missed her 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And so she would like to go to the stairs and also leap over the railing.
All right. You drop down onto a stairway landing, and there's a closed door.
Open it.
Make a Constitution.
I understand that that's a terrible
Yeah.
decision.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
I love it.
It's still a good decision. It's terrible.
5.
Okay. So as you grab the door, you feel just a quick stinging pain in your palm. And you jerk your hand back, and there's just a little spot of blood on the palm of your hand. And you immediately feel this sense of heavy heat spreading through you, and just terrible lethargy. You gain, because you failed this save by so much, you gain 3 levels of exhaustion.
Oh my goodness. She is tired and
Whoa.
mad.
Yes. Sorry.
Borderline narcoleptic at this point.
And now bad at everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 levels of exhaustion is pretty punishing. So for
Oh my God.
for our viewers, Shade
And the
and the
Collins
Collins
in the room.
And Casey.
and Casey. Let's review what exhaustion is. So exhaustion, you can suffer from a lot of things. Not sleeping, for example. Sleeping in your plate armor. Ridiculous behavior like that. But specifically in this case, exhaustion comes in levels. There are 5 levels of exhaustion. The 6th, I guess there are technically 6. The 6th level of exhaustion is you're dead. But the first level is
You're
Pretty
tired
tiring.
forever.
the first level is you have disadvantage on all ability checks. So that would be all your skill checking. The second is your speed becomes halved what it was. And on third, you also have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. So
Oh my.
Shade's
Lord.
speed is halved. She has disadvantage on all d20 rolls, essentially.
Get that lady some coffee.
It's fine.
The doorknob does turn, but now that your speed is halved, you do not have enough speed to actually go through the door. It opens onto a dark room.
Okay. Cal can
Sure.
boop it open.
Yep. Cal can push it open. Does Cal go in?
I hate how much I love that look from you, Philip.
I know. The correct answer is no when you receive that face.
I
Okay.
hate how much I love that look.
But he does.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So Cal,
We were chasing prey.
you know what? You have dark vision, and Cal has dark vision. So actually, you would see something as the door opens, and I will let you decide whether Cal would walk in because of what you would see.
Giant mouth.
With the nature of Cal's dark vision being animal, what Cal would see is dozens and dozens of little beady reflecting spots on the floor that are definitely eyes. Skittering around, and you can hear the squeaking and skittering of many, many rodents.
Shade tells Cal to wait.
Okay. Fair enough. So at that point, I'm going to say we are out of initiative.
So, this it was a human attacking me? It's not a halfling, right?
Oh, there is still that guy. Yes. No, Pog just killed him. Yeah. Yeah, that was a human.
Yeah,
Pog just took him down. Took his legs off. That was a human.
Right. But that just happened.
Just happened.
Were that a PC,
Yep.
I would typically be able to keep them from dying.
Sure.
May I?
Sure. Well, I mean, maybe. What are you going to do?
Let me see. Sure,
Not make him walk anywhere.
Too soon.
That's for sure. Sorry.
So, yeah, I mean, we may have to talk about how this will work. I have gentle repose.
That would keep his body from decaying. Do you have spare the dying?
Oh, that would allow him to be... Okay, so, I'm sorry. No, I don't. So, I will just use...
You can make a medicine check to stabilize him.
It's really
or you
difference-
could heal.
Sure,
Or you could heal
okay.
him.
Difference between doctor and mortician, really. I mean, just
I wouldn't... Yeah, so if I use a medicine check, I can stabilize him without waking him up?
Yes.
That would be ideal. Okay.
Okay.
Let me do
Make a medicine
that. So
check.
I'll just
Not
sort
for
of...
him, it wouldn't.
I'll rip like the pant legs off of the stuff, the pieces that have come off,
Ow.
and like tourniquet his legs.
Okay. Make a medicine check.
I have made a natural 20 medicine check for a total of 26.
That is remarkable. By great luck, you managed to stop the bleeding and save the life of this horribly maimed guy. Yeah.
I'll just sort of like arrange his legs. So, right. We weren't really supposed to kill them all, right? That wasn't the idea.
No.
I mean, he attacked you.
Yeah.
All of us, really.
So I'd also like to take the opportunity to use one of my wild shapes. So it just the cloud around me becomes a lot more distinct.
I think we just need to get what we came for and go. Ari says from the ground as he's like fallen up against some crates and is sitting.
Is the fire still going?
I don't think that I'll say the fire has smoldered out. There's a notable scorch mark and some cinders, but the fire has smoldered out.
All right, I'll go find something that's charred, and use it to scratch out the House Tarkanan dragon.
Nice.
On the ground.
Awesome. That's just killer. I love that.
I figured using his blood was too much.
That's right? That's a good call. It would send a bad message if we were using the blood of our enemies.
Sure. Yeah. All right, we need some crates, some illegal crates we can maybe just like stack up together somewhere.
There's a lot of eyes down here.
What?
How
And I don't
Gross.
feel good.
did you say eyes?
Ari rushes over to the stairs to see what's going on.
Yeah.
What's
You see
Fog as
Shade
well.
looking very clearly not great. I mean, it's interesting because Shade has fur, and so it's not like you see her pale, but she's got that kind of glassy-eyed, unsteady look to her.
Ari calls for Ezri? Like, Ezri, something's wrong.
Yeah. I'll rush over to Shade and kind of look over. Can I make a medicine check to see if I can
Sure.
figure out what's happened. Hold still.
No, she went in there.
Yeah,
We
that's
have to-
fine.
Can I see the eyes?
You can. Yep.
Myself?
There's
We
definitely
have
lots
to
of
go
little
after
animals
her.
It's okay.
all over the floor.
I've made a 21 medicine check.
You recognize that Shade has been infected with some kind of disease. She's running a very high fever right now.
All right.
Shade is
Hey, let
like
me-
trying to move
No,
forward.
stay still. It's okay.
I'm gonna try something here. Sorry, I'm just reading spells real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna put my hand over her face and cast Lesser Restoration. I don't know mechanically, since you've given her exhaustion, that it will do anything.
Uh-huh.
I can end a disease
Oh, okay.
with it.
So
So if it's a disease that's doing it,
right. So you feel the infection, the infection in her as you put your hand on her, and I don't know. Is there flavor you'd like to give to what Lesser Restoration looks like from Esri?
yeah. So I mean, it's all spore based. So he's gonna like send in spores
It's like
to her. Like
what's the movie
through
where
her.
they're like deactivating a bomb in
Like
some guy and they have to go in a little like microchip
Oh.
through his blood vessels?
I'm sort of thinking more like the Green Mile.
Yeah,
Where they like go in her and like absorb the
Nice.
disease and then like expel it
yeah.
from her.
Gross. Nice.
So you are still suffering from exhaustion, but you will not potentially get worse.
Ooh.
I mean, you were going to have to make some saving throws and you were going to have disadvantage on them. So
I mean, my disadvantage of 5, my saving throw of a 5, though. Good
And then-
omen.
Does she also look? I mean, I guess everyone's been hurt some.
I don't
I'm
know
okay.
how badly Shade is.
Who's
injured, because I can't see people's.
Who's looking bad? Is it mostly
No,
Ari?
I'm good.
You're good. Okay.
I'm only down 13.
I'm a fifth of my health right now.
Take care of Pog.
which is
You're
like
down a
all-
fifth, or you're at a fifth.
I'm at a fifth of my health.
Okay.
Oof.
Wow,
Shade.
that happened really fast. You were what? Hold on. And I'll cast
A couple of small rats kind of skitter up the stairs from the basement.
Can I kick them back
kick
in?
at it.
Sure.
11. I cast Cure Wounds on Pog. You get 11 hit points back.
Could also the giant cat that we have hiss at them also.
Oh yeah. Cal definitely.
Playing with them.
Are all the eyes? Do they look as though they're studying us? Are they paying attention?
They're
to
moving
us,
around.
or are they still scurrying
They're
around?
moving around the room.
I have a bunch of torches on me. I'd like to light one and throw it in there
We
Nope.
can throw
to
fire.
get an idea.
Guys, just close the door.
yeah, we need-
Yeah.
We just need to stack some
we need
crates
to
up.
get what we came
No.
here for. We got guards that are going to be on their
Yes.
Yep. We need to.
And we need to like send a beacon. We need to get the non-rat guards here.
See, but if we light it on fire, that will get people this way.
That'll get the
And-
guard.
But we'll ruin the evidence and maybe burn down the entire
way.
district.
But we don't have the evidence
Shades
yet.
in a bad way. We need to figure out what we came here for.
I'm fine.
know.
Split up,
I know,
look
I
around,
know.
close that door.
We should just go in there real quick
Shade.
and then
Pug closes
Thank
the
you,
door.
Pog.
figure out what's in it and have it.
It's okay. We're going to figure it out.
Let's go look around upstairs, Shade.
All right.
You want some help?
But no. We looked around upstairs.
No, we really did not. At all. We started to maybe look around, and then I'm not pointing any fingers, but then plants happened, and everything got bad. So we still need to look around.
Fine.
And we'll
She's leaning on Cal. She's not accepting anybody else's help, but she is leaning on Cal.
so you get back up the stairs, and we'll pick up some investigation next time. Thank you so much for watching this very chaotic combat episode of Khyber Shards. If you want to get in touch with us, you can find links to all of our social media, including our Discord, down in the description. You'll also find a link to to Colin's Twitch stream where
Only streaming
where he is. Oh boy, that would just be awesome. Where he is sorry BTR. The O is a 0. On Fridays, we put up a Khyber Shards Answers Q&A episode which you can submit questions for at our Discord or down in the comments below. We very much...
Before you finish this, anyone who's not following Philip as the Khyber Shards Twitter, I would like you to know that yesterday he answered on Twitter that his GM prep secret is accepting his players are chaos embodied and casting himself into the river of our insanity. So if you want more truth nuggets, find him on Twitter. How's that for foreshadowing?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
At Khyber Shards.
At Khyber Shards, yes.
Link down below.
The link is down below. Hopefully I've successfully included maps in this last couple of videos, and I did want to give a shout out to Tom Kartos, who creates the maps that I've been using. You can find a link to his Patreon down below. You should check him out. He's an awesome cartographer. And I think that's all the things. While you're down there, hit some of them buttons, the sharing and liking and subscribing, all of them buttons. It'd be awesome. We appreciate it. That's all of it. This has been Khyber Shards. Thanks for rolling with us.